Today we're diving into two events where the Swedish Navy took on the English and later British Navy. Although these events took place nearly 250 years apart, they, in my opinion, share a common spirit, and they also share the age-old lesson that you need to be careful when you're the little guy on the block. Let's begin with our first story, which takes us back to the summer of 1704. In Western Europe, the War of the Spanish Succession is in its third year. Meanwhile, in the east, Sweden is defending its Baltic Empire in the Great Northern War. Although not directly involved in the Spanish Succession, Sweden is impacted by the conflict anyway. Privateers, essentially pirates with a license to plunder, are on the rise because of the war. They are now disrupting trade routes and creating trouble for Swedish shipping. Due to the war, Sweden's resources are stretched, making the western trade routes to the Mediterranean critical. To safeguard these vital commercial lines, Charles XII ordered Swedish merchant convoys bound for the Mediterranean to be escorted by naval warships. One such convoy, led by the Swedish ship of the line Öland, armed with about 50 cannons, is traveling south through the English Channel. Öland is under the command of Captain Gustav Psilander, a seasoned and loyal officer. Psilander had served in the Dutch Navy before returning to Sweden in 1697, where he became a key figure in the Swedish Navy, participating in the major naval engagements of the early Great Northern War. As the convoy makes its way through the channel, an English fleet of 8 ships of the line and a frigate, commanded by Admiral William Wheatstone, is patrolling these waters. The English are on high alert, searching for a French squadron rumored to have set sail from Dunkirk. On July 28th, the English fleet spots Psilander's convoy and, mistaking it for the French squadron, swiftly approaches. When Admiral Wheatstone realizes his mistake, he demands that Öland lower its flags in salute to the English fleet, asserting British authority over the channel. To Wheatstone, this is a simple formality, a way to prevent further confusion and to assert England's dominance in its waters. But Wheatstone isn't aware of one key detail. Psilander has strict orders from Charles XII never to salute foreign ships under any circumstances. Psilander, being an extremely loyal and strong character, now refuses to go against his king's command. Psilander sends his lieutenant to negotiate with the English and explain his position. According to his own account, the exchange then goes as follows. "Do you not see the Queen of England's flag?" "Yes, we see it. But do you not see the King of Sweden's flag?" "Yes, but why do you not show your duty to the Queen of England?" "What duty should the King of Sweden perform for the Queen of England?" "You must lower your topsails." "My commander has no orders to do so, nor does he intend to lower them." "Well, then I shall teach you that immediately." This exchange set the stage for an intense standoff. Frustrated by Psilander's defiance, Admiral Wheatstone orders his fleet to open fire. The Öland and its crew are now in a fight for their lives. For the next 4.5 hours, Öland fights a relentless struggle against the English fleet. The battle is brutal. Despite Psilander's skilled leadership and the crew's determination, Öland suffers heavy damage, making it impossible to maneuver. By the end of the fight, nearly a quarter of Psilander's crew are either dead or wounded, and Öland is too damaged to continue the struggle. Psilander, left with no other option, surrenders. Following the battle, Psilander is taken as a prisoner of war, while the heavily damaged Öland is towed to an English port for temporary repairs. Unfortunately, the repairs aren't enough to prevent the ship's demise. On its journey back to Sweden, Öland succumbs to rough seas and is lost somewhere north of Denmark. Despite the defeat, Captain Psilander's unwavering loyalty and courage made him a legend in the Swedish Navy. His defiance in the face of overwhelming odds and his commitment to his king's orders would echo through Swedish naval history. Psilander's name, as we will see, would live on.